Cool. Well, it's officially 6 o'clock, so I'll go ahead and get started just for the sake of time, and I like being on time. So hi everybody, welcome to my first Instagram live. Being live in general is very new to me. I'm a very I'm gonna shoot my content and then edit it later person because I want it to be perfect. So I'm a little nervous, just gonna say, but I'm very excited to share announcements and updates. A lot of things have happened in the past month, but then in the months before that as well that I wanted to share. So I decided to go live and share the news that way. So the first thing I wanted to say is that it's officially been a year that Alden Brown has been alive. And I didn't know if I would make it this far, to be quite honest, because blogging is a lot of work. And it started out as a hobby. And I was just trying to get through COVID, as we all were. And then I just had all of this creative energy to get out of my system. So I was like, well, I've always kind of wanted to have a blog, so why not start it now? So I did. And the blog itself was in a very different place in general. A year ago, I was a lifestyle blogger and I was trying to sell household cleaning items and show people how to clean a kitchen. And it was things that I thought people wanted to see and hear, and it wasn't things that I particularly enjoyed. Yeah, no, Nate, I am very, very new to everything. I just I can put up a front, but that's about it. Otherwise, I'm novice to all of this stuff. So the blog is officially a year old, and I'm pretty happy about that, pretty proud of that, given everything that's happened since I've started. So after I got out of the lifestyle headspace, and I got out of it because I was I'm not enjoying this. This isn't fun. And I wanted to keep blogging in general, but I needed to find something to blog about that I actually liked. And so that's how I moved over to the fashion and glam side. And I started out as a makeup blogger and doing all of the crazy cool looks that you see. Thanks. And I remember doing all of the crazy cool looks, and I was pushing all of these eyeshadow products, things like that, and doing all these very detailed looks, and it was very time consuming. It was a lot of fun, but it was very time consuming. And that's when I had my big studio setup, and I had all of the filtered photography and colored photography and all the colored lights and things like that, all the bells and whistles. And it always turned out cool, but that was a lot of work. And so it was definitely a step forward because I knew that I really liked fashion and talking about it, but I was so scared to put myself out there as a person who knew about fashion, if that makes sense. I could talk about it all day long and be yes, I love this and this about fashion, put these clothes together, it'll look great. But for some reason, getting on a platform and telling people what to do or giving people advice terrified me. And I think it's just the criticism that terrified me about it. And so once I let that go, I was in a much happier place and happier with my content. So that allowed me to keep going. And then with the start of 2021, we were still in this pandemic, which I mean, as we still are today. And I was I can't keep doing this. I can't keep this up. All of the studio setup and having to plan out the shoots and have the themes and all of that stuff, and all of that was just a lot of work. And so I hit another point where I was okay, I want to keep blogging, but how can I update myself a little bit just so I can keep my energy and keep going. And so that's where I am today, where it's more of a natural light natural light scenario. I take pictures on my couch, in my bedroom, on the floor. It's really lo-fi blogging right now, and I think this is where it's going to be for a while for me. And I'm really happy with that, and I'm happy with where it is now. And to get into some of the accomplishments that I've made since I've started, and that I didn't even think was gonna be a thing so early on, is that I was able to monetize the blog. So that was a big goal of mine. When I first started, I wanted to definitely do that, and I was able to do that. And then I wanted to create a community, and that part of it, I wasn't really expecting to be so successful, but I've made so many friends and so many connections through this blog it's wild, and I love it so much. Like I my like internet friends are like my homies now, especially with like the social distancing and everything that happened in the beginning of like 2020 or later 2020 and 2021. So yeah, that's just where I'm at now, and I'm really happy, and I can't wait to see what's coming up next. And I've had like a lot of great partnerships along the way, some that I still have, some that I've grown out of, and I think that's fine. And I do think it's really cool to see how like the blogging community in general has changed so much since I've started, and how people are putting like content creators first in some places, which I'll get into here in a little bit. And so that's also been like a good motivator to keep going. But yeah, so like it's been a year, and I'm having a good time, and I'm like happy that, you know, I'm having the support from everyone along the way. And then speaking of one of like the things that's happened recently is the Ad Age article. And so that came from my like partnership or relationship with Pinterest. Pinterest was a platform that I got into heavily at the beginning of 2021. And so that was a time where they had launched idea pins. Before that, like I was on Pinterest before, like personally, like pinning my own things for like decorating my apartment, things like that. But I didn't see the benefit of it from like a business side for my blog. And so I got on it and decided to like join the people, join the crowd. And I just kept hearing over and over again, like people are missing out on Pinterest. And I was on Clubhouse at the time, so that's where I was hearing it. And so I just got on, made an account, and then I saw that they had idea pins. And before I started using idea pins, like my engagement on Pinterest wasn't that great. It kind of was very similar to Instagram actually. And so um, I started making idea pins, and then at the time the feature's really new, so they were pushing idea pins a lot. And that's how like I got a lot of my community and numbers on the Pinterest side of things. And that's when I started working with Pinterest more. And I agree, Nate. Like I think Pinterest can be overwhelming, especially like on some of the features that like they haven't really ironed out all the way yet. It takes a lot of time to like build in all of like the data and metadata into your post to make it valuable. But I think I really honed in on the idea pin side of it and really like locked that in. And that's why I started seeing a lot of the success. And so they started noticing my work and asked me to be part of a few beta programs and beta tools. And so that's how I came upon the shopping tool, which was featured in the Ad Age article. And so what I really like about Pinterest is that they put their content creators first. And a lot of the new tools that they're coming out with and features, which I'll talk to you here in a minute, are like based around the creator and making sure that creators are successful. And that's why I really like working with them. And so for the tool I was mentioned in the article specifically is that you can make your idea pins shoppable. And so if you are posting an outfit or like a video of an outfit, picture, whatever, in your idea pin, you can tag it to a pin that you create. And when they click on that like little tag in the pin itself, it takes them to a shopping link. And that's valuable for creators because a lot of creators use affiliate links, and I do myself. And so that's how you can generate, you know, revenue from Pinterest other than using a regular pin and having that click off somewhere. Idea pins get more like eyes on it because it pops up into people's main feed once they're following you, or if they're in the browser version or in the browse version. And so that is going to be a really good tool if you are looking to get into Pinterest a little bit more. I'd recommend using idea pins and using their shoppable feature. And especially if like your affiliate link heavy for your revenue, I think it's gonna be really beneficial. So I was a part of that beta program with them, and they said that they had some press coming up, and so I was like, okay, cool. And I didn't really pry. Like I'm again new to all of this, and I was like, well, yeah, it's probably just gonna be like some random internet article out there that no one's gonna pay attention to. But then they sent me the link, and they're like, hey, this one's live, and I was like, oh, it's Ad Age. Like it's just like it was a lot to take in, and I was like, it was a weird day. It was a good day. It was a really good day, but it was a weird day, and I was like, this is getting like. And it was just a feature, like they just had my picture of like a pin that I used in the beginning, and then talked about me a little bit, but then they most talked about the tool. But like just getting that kind of coverage and like exposure for the blog itself was like a little mind-blowing. But that was really nice. And so that's something that I wanted to share with you all. And I have a link to the article if you are subscribed to them. It is behind a paywall, unfortunately. If you want, I did download the PDF. If you like really, really want to read it, I can send it to you. Just let me know. But it is behind a paywall right now. But it's in my link in bio if you want to read it, if you have a subscription. So yeah, so that was the Ad Age article. That was a lot of fun. What is next? I have my agenda here. Oh, Pinterest live sessions. Okay, so another tool and like another feature Pinterest is kind of rolling out like super duper slowly is their live. Their live isn't like accessible to everybody like this is, where you can just like open up your app and go live. They're working with specific creators right now to kind of roll out that process and see what they want to do with it still. But they picked me to do a few live sessions. So I had my first one last week and on Wednesday. And for that one, we talked about their unpinned spaces, which is like a new trend predictor tool that they're coming up with. And so for that, they use data on what people are searching for on Pinterest. They compare it to how many pins are actually live on that topic. So the fewer pins there are based on the search results, like, and how those match up, those are the ones that they push out to you and say, hey, there's not a lot of content on this topic right now. You should make content around this topic if you want to get better exposure. So it's a really cool tool, and I can't wait till they like actually like flesh it out and send it out to people. But that's something that I got to get in on, and that's how I did the Fear Street Netflix pin, which is on my profile right now. That's like a prediction they're making for fall. People are going to be searching for how to dress, you know, like Sadie, how to dress like other characters in the movies. And so it's going to be more like that and really cool. Right now they have a business trends report, but it's more so what is happening like right now or what's happening recently. So they're trying to get more on the predictive end of things, which I think is really cool. So that was the first live session. Yeah, it's really smart. They're smart people. I've been on like a few calls with them and I'm like, okay, y'all are doing it. So that is the first live session. The second live session with them is going to be this Wednesday, so the 25th. So the 25th, and it's going to be at 3:30 Central Time. So that's when I go live. There's other live sessions on that day, but I'm going live at 3:30. And this one's going to be about my skincare. And so that's another topic of like content, or an area of content that's grown a lot since I've started blogging, is skincare, because like I really, really love it. Like I didn't think I would love it this much, but I really, really love it. And so I'm going to be talking about my top 5 products. I'm going to be talking about my morning and nighttime routines. I'm going to be going through some tips and tricks, and then I'm going to be answering some frequently asked questions. So this will be a little 30-minute session. If you want to tune in and learn more about my skincare preferences, routines, things like that, it'll be a good one. That is also in my link in my bio if you want to save it. You have to have the Pinterest app. They won't let you watch it in browser, unfortunately. So if you go to the link, it'll pop up in your Pinterest app and you say like, hey, I want to join this or attend this session, and it'll pop up when the time comes. So that's gonna be my session this week. I'm really excited. The first live session went really well and people were asking really good questions. They asked a lot of questions around like how I make my content in general, which I love answering those questions. And so I'm excited to kind of like change it up a little bit too and talk about, you know, my process and skincare and things like that, because it's another one of my faves. So yeah, those are live sessions coming up, and Pinterest in general is like kind of my home base platform right now, because they've reached out to me so much and they've helped me so much along the way in growing my blog. And like they're like on point in a lot of ways. Like they rolled out a new tool where you can search for things by your hair texture. What they are like really good at addressing is like social norms and like stereotypes basically. And so like, or like default stereotypes. I don't know what the correct word for that, but they realize that when you search for short hairstyles on Pinterest, the search results are going to be white. Like if you want to find a short hairstyle on a Black woman, you need to type in like Black woman short hairstyle to get what you want. Otherwise you're just going to be scrolling through a bunch of like straight bobs. And they recognize that, and so they wanted to like build in a feature where you can like be more accurate with like the search results that you're looking for. And so you can look for kinky short haircuts, you can look for curly short haircuts, things like that. And so that's a new tool that they're launching and trying to be more aware of in general. So they're trying to make their search results more diverse, things of that nature. And just like in general, like Pinterest is trying to be not only like content creator first, but like content creators of color first. And so that's another reason why I'm like very tight with them right now, because they're understanding the assignment for me right now. And then speaking of like just like progress and things made on the Pinterest side of things, I recently hit 10,000 on Pinterest, and like that's a number, to be honest, I don't think I'll ever hit on Instagram. And so like it's just like a better platform for me in a lot of ways. And so like I really like it just in general. I'm gonna stop like obsessing over them, but I just wanted to like get that out there. That is something worth checking out. Okay, so next on the agenda, my Flip partnership. So I have a new partnership, and it's more like I'm in their ambassador program, but it's a pretty cool one. So Flip itself is an app, and it's not new. Like it's been around for a few years, and it's a mix of TikTok and then like QVC and HSN, if you know what those are. It's like the shopping network channels that used to be on TV back in the day. I grew up watching them, and so like this is all like coming full circle for me. But basically what you'll do is like you open up your app. So if like opening up Instagram, there's a feed, and TikTok, there's a feed of people like giving product reviews. And it's just product reviews. It started out as like a clothing company, kind of like Stitch Fix, where you can like order things and you only pay for what you want to keep. But it's expanded since then to like household items, skincare, literally everything that you could want for is in this app. And so they invited me to the platform as an ambassador for skincare. So they send me boxes of products once a month to review and then post, and then I get paid based on the views. And so that's the program. I'm still like sussing that out, so I'll let you know how that goes in the future. I've gotten 2 boxes from them so far, with the third on the way. Yes, I remember like, oh my gosh, just many hours watching QVC and HSN. It was very interesting, and like it was just such a wholesome time. Like you just pick up the phone and like place an order, wait a little bit, pick up the phone again. Yeah, I'm gonna order something else. So I don't know. When I heard about the app, I was like, aw, yeah, I want to do this. Because the thing is too, like on Flip, you can do like live shopping shows, which I've done one. And it's just so funny. So like, it's just literally me like doing this, like the Instagram live, but like I have products and I'm like, okay, I like this one because of XYZ. And like, you can click on your screen and add it to your cart. It's so funny. I think it's so cool. And it's also like everything is free shipping, like regardless of how much you get. And like, that's a deal breaker for me. Like I would add more things to my cart just so I can get free shipping. So the fact that it's like free shipping by default, it's good with me. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. So if you've seen like all the content, like consistent content, it's because I've been making content for the Flip app. So I have links to that stuff too in my bio and my link tree. If you want to sign up, you get money off. That's the, oh my god, I'm forgetting the big thing. Okay, so as you scroll in the Flip app, each like video you watch, you get 10 cents. And then at the start of the day for each video you watch, you get $1. I think you get like $3, and then you can get infinite amounts of cents as you scroll. So they're literally paying people right now to go and watch content and shop. Like it doesn't get any better than that, I think. And so if you want to download it, it's in my link in my bio. Yeah. I'm like, all right, say no more. If you want to download it, I have a link in my bio. I have a few products with me right now, some of my favorites that I want to talk through really quick if you allow me. One of them is a lemon foam cleanser from Tony Moly. I really like Tony Moly in general. I have a face mask from them called I'm Rice, and it's good for acne. I use it like whenever my face is breaking out or like about to break out. And so I'm like, I really like the brand in general, and so they have the brand on the app, and they have a foam cleanser. It's not a foam cleanser in practice; it's more of a gel cleanser, but it has like a strong lemon scent, and it's great to use in the morning. So I like that a lot. Another thing I like about Flip is like this is like $7, I think, but they have a wide range of prices. So if you're looking to splurge, looking to stay in budget, they kind of accommodate either way. Something else that I've been using a lot is this Yensa CBD oil. I like to use it at night since it does have CBD in it, and it's nice like wind down routine. It's a nice thick serum. Discovered like black owned businesses on Flip as well. One of them is Hue Noir. So this is like that purple lipstick. I don't know if you've seen it, called Lady Marmalade, and then this is like a classic red. I opened that upside down. It was like a classic red lipstick, which I love, 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 love. And these are this affordable lipstick brand as well, and it's a black owned business, so can't go wrong. And the last thing I want to talk about is this Hourglass brow gel. I'm wearing it right now. It's how I use it. It's what I use to brush up my brows, and I've never used a brow pencil because I feel like I would just like I feel like it'd be a mess. I'm not a coordinated person. But I really like brow gels in general. I use this a lot, and I use Boy Brow from Glossier a lot. So those are just like a sampling of the brands that you'll find on there. In addition to getting my ambassador boxes, I put in my own personal orders on Flip because I like it so much, and so it's a nice place to be. Okay. I feel like I've been talking really fast, so if you have any questions, just drop it and we'll use the question feature. But the last thing I wanted to talk about was that I'm changing my handle finally on Instagram. And I say finally because if you're following me other places, my handle is the same everywhere else. Instagram is the only one where it's different. So on Instagram, I spell out Olive and Brown, and on the other ones, it's my like shorthand version of it, which is OLVNBRWN. And so I'm gonna change that to be my Instagram handle here. And that way I have like synergy of all my handles across the applications, because that's important to me and it's bothering me right now that it's not the same. And I figured, why not? There might be some things that break. I'll let you know if like something breaks in the process of me updating my handle. But that's what it's gonna be. So if you're searching for me, that's where you'll find me. I'm not changing the overall blog name. I'm just changing the actual like how you find me in the handle. So it's a little different, but they'll be the same. They'll be the same across everything. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all I had to talk about announcement wise for the blog. Lots of things happening. Do you have any questions? Have anything you want to say? You have me here. You have my attention. I think there's a bit of a lag, so I'll give it a second. I'll play with these buttons. I'm not gonna play with the buttons because I don't want to cancel it. No? Alright. Well, thank you for tuning in, everybody. I'm gonna try and go live more often. Oh, we have a question. Hold on. Alright, how do you use and apply the CBD serum? Ooh, okay. So, for the serum, you only need about 2 to 3 drops because it's very thick, and a little goes a long way. And so I use it after my cleanser, or if I'm using a mask that night, I do cleanser, mask, and then oil. And you want to apply it when your face is still damp. That way, it seeps into your skin a bit better, and you don't want your skin to dry out between the different products that you use in your routine. So I use it when my skin is still a little bit damp, and then I leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes before I put on my face moisturizer, because you want it to seal in before you add another layer on top of it. So that's how I use it. And I use a CBD at night instead of in the morning, because when I use it in the morning, it kind of makes me a little sleepy. I know that's me conditioning myself into only using it at night and like as a wind down thing. But I use it in the evenings because it's nice, like little mellowing out there. Ooh, okay. Another question. How do you feel you've grown from your personal experience from Olive and Brown? Oh, this is a touchy-feely question. Let me think. I feel like I've definitely become more confident as a person, like as a human being. Oh, you're welcome. I've definitely become more confident, and like I feel like I've gotten better at like speaking in general and like speaking with confidence. Like those two have gone like hand in hand for me. I feel like that's one way that I've grown a lot. Because like putting yourself out there in like this blogging space is not easy and it's pretty intimidating. And so I've also learned like having a support system is really good and really important as you're going along, because you have people in your corner to like root for you when things get tough, or to like give you ideas for content, or just like interact with your content because that's important too. So that like in all like areas of blogging, like having people in your corner is really good. And so I've learned to like nurture relationships that way too, and like giving back to people and being respectful of people's time. Also like charging for consulting. Like I feel like there's a lot of things that I've learned in the process of like becoming a blogger and having this blog that apply in my personal life as well. Yeah. Saying no. Saying no is a big one too. Yeah. No questions, but you might motivate me to use Pinterest again at some point. Yay! Yeah, no, come join me on Pinterest. Pinterest, like I've met a lot of good people on Pinterest too. A lot of Black creators I've met on Pinterest and becomes friends with digitally. Yeah, no, it's a good place. It's a good place to be. You should come back. Okay, I don't see more questions, so I'll let y'all go. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm gonna go live again soon. Like I want to keep up the energy. I don't want to let it go. Yes, I do plan on having a huge catalog on Flip. Right now I have like 20-ish products, 22 maybe. But that's only gonna keep growing, and you can shop from me there as long as they keep the product in store. So like they have their own warehouse where they keep products, and so as long as they keep buying them, you can keep buying them from me. But you'll know if something sells out because it won't let you buy it. Like they won't, yeah, they'll maintain it for you. But the next time I go live, I want to do more of like a skincare tutorial, or if you want to learn more about my creative process, I can do that too. I'll figure it out and I'll let you know next time that I'm here. So yeah, thanks for watching and thanks for talking to me. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.